Hi guys, I'm Marlene and welcome to my home and garden channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making a beautiful angel garland, and this is one of the segments from it. I'm going to go through step by step and show you how I made it, as well as how I decorated my mantle with it. You can use it on your Christmas tree, on a wall in your home, or anywhere that you want to have that nice Christmas feeling. This is a part of an open collaboration that's also hosted by my channel, Marlene's How To's, and I'm joined by 6 other channels with 6 lovely ladies: Penny, Anna, Roselin, Mondell, Tamekia, and Drea. And I'll be listing their channels in the description box below, so please be sure to check out their channels once you're finished here. And I'll also list the playlist as well. Bear in mind too that this is an open collaboration, so other ladies will be joining as well, so I hope you'll take a look at what they have to offer also. So let's go ahead now and see the step-by-step that I did to make this lovely garland. So these are their channels that I'll be listing below. So now let's go ahead and see the items that I used. So the first thing that I did was to get some foam sheets shaped like angels, and these were actually available at the dollar store. There's 12 in a pack. And then we'll need to get some gold ribbon for their waist. This one is really pretty. I've had it for a while, but I thought the glue might show through it, so it might not be the best choice for this project. So I went ahead and I got this glitter one, which is really beautiful. I just absolutely love it. Another option too is rickrack or zigzag braid, as they call it. And you also need to have a hole puncher to put the holes through the wings for when you're going to get them connected. And then you need to have your glue gun, and this Bleds glue gun is so good. It's cordless, and I'll link it in the description box for you below. And I used some brown paper to cover the area on my mantle because my mantle is white and I wanted it to pop. And I used a pen, and of course you need to have your scissors. And I'm also going to be putting some cards on my mantle as well. So now let's go ahead and get started getting this ribbon cut. So what you'll need to do first is to flip it over, just to make sure that when you're marking it, the ink doesn't show. So you'll want to flip it over and do it on the back side. And then of course, once you're finished, then you'll go ahead and flip it back over. So make sure it's straight and securely in place. Some of them can be a little slippery too, so just, take your time and go in and mark out what you need, which is what I am doing here. And as they say, measure twice and cut once. But luckily we have a lot of ribbon, so if you make mistakes, you can always go in and just do another one. Which did happen to me at least once on this project. You just go ahead and test it out, make sure that it lines up the way you would want to, so you know that this is really good. And then you just go in and use this as your stencil to cut your other ones. And if it's not clear to you by doing it, on the front, you can always flip it over as we did to mark and just do it on the back. If it's easier for you to see where they are, then you just go in and you make your additional ones for, as many as you need to. So now we're going to go ahead and get our ribbon added on for the waistline. And of course, there's so many, different options. You can use different colors if you like. I just wanted to go with gold. I had that in mind. And this is not a project for small children because, you have the hot glue gun, so definitely not recommended for them. If you want them to help, they can do other things, in the process, but not this part of it. I always put those disclaimers out there just to make sure. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have it added on now. Just make sure it's lined up properly. The glue can be a little forgiving, but not too much, so you kind of can play around it maybe like for a couple seconds, but after that, if it gets hard, then it's not going to hold in place. So now we have all our little angels lined out, all in a row. And of course, you'll need to measure to see how many you're going to need for your project. And then we'll need to have, a narrower either ribbon or jute twine, because we're going to punch the holes and they fit through. So if it's too large, of course, it's not going to work. So you want to bear that in mind when you're choosing your connecting ribbon. I'm going to be using the jute twine. And what I did was to just run it through and make sure that the twine is showing at the back and not at the front. And just go in and put them through, just like lacing up your shoes. And by the way, guys, if you've never subscribed to my channel before, I do hope you'll hit the subscribe button and tap on the notification bell for future decorating topics. I do a lot of gardening as well too in the growing season. So now let's take a look and see how it came out. So this is a beautiful mantle right here, guys. I made this wreath and I put it over here. I used a gold ribbon, and this ribbon, believe it or not, was actually from the dollar store. I was so surprised when I saw it, so I said, let me go ahead and grab it. And I did manage. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't put any red in my decor this year, guys. It's all white and gold, you know, mixed metals, a little green here or there, you know, as a little accent, but I actually did it. So I'm very, very glad that I decided to do something a little different this year. And this right here is actually a flameless candle. I like these because they're safe, you know, don't have to worry about anything, you know, causing any kind of fire issues or whatever. And I just put my rosemary on there with a jute twine and the same gold ribbon to make it. And over there you can see two beautiful evergreen trees, and they have a little star on the top that lights up when you turn it on. And there they go on their journey. The night sky looking so beautiful over there. And over here I have my little glass nativity set, and I put a card on that board that I got. And there's a love sign. I thought that tied in really well with the color scheme that I had. And it's always about love, about gift giving, and the greatest gift, you know, that we celebrate at this time of the year. So I thought that that came in perfect. And look at what we have over here, this card that I got a few years ago with three cute little angels. And number 3 is my favorite. Look at her. She's peeking when she should be closing her eyes. Her little halo is kind of tilted off to the side. And look what's happening down below there. Her feet are sticking out. I just thought it was so cute. Oh my goodness. And then over here we have the baby with the animals at the nativity scene, mother hen and her chicks and the lambs, the donkey and so on. Over here we have a deer right by 2 evergreen trees, and they're covered in snow. So that gives you that nice, you know, winter-like feeling. And then down here now I made a beautiful swag with different colors of green. And I used the ribbon, that one from the tree, along with some burlap ribbon, and that pretty gold one that matches on the wreath. And here are our little angels strung out across the mantle. And you can always use like connecting bows or ribbons or stars or whatever, you know, to cover those loops between there if you like. No fireplace going yet. We're just gonna have it get a little colder before we do that, but yes, that will be coming. And so this is it right here, guys. You know, this is how it came out. So I hope that it inspires you. And I also just wanted to show you that I basically incorporated it with my Christmas tree. So we're gonna go over to that here. You can see the ribbon that I used before and the same color scheme that everything is, you know, going across, along with this beautiful skirt that I used. And I'll link that in the description box below for you as well if you're interested in getting one of those and decorating your tree. And I also went ahead and I made a little floral arrangement there to match in with it. So guys, I hope that this has given you some great ideas as you decorate for Christmas. I'm going to also show you a little bit of the nighttime view of what it looks like. Be sure to check out the Christmas playlist as well as the playlist that I'll be linking below. Take a look and see what these other ladies have to offer. They have such great ideas all the time. So I'm going to leave you to some music, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of this video and see you in the next one.